It says live now.
So, I guess agenda-wise, welcome new people. None of you are present currently, but I'm sure you watched the live stream as we have people on like who start school in the spring semester. I know Chase has gotten a few people who want to join. So welcome to all of you folks. And officer reports, I guess. So for president-wise, I'm working on setting up the final dates for the tours. And we were planning on having that in January, but everyone's gone. So that will most likely be the second week in February, if that's still okay. And our research outreach and instruction department's on board. I just need a final date from STUA. We cannot get golf carts that are from the university specifically, but we can rent one, and it's around $100, or we can use the Spartan Chariot if we wanted to do something over in the music building, and that would give an idea for like public transportation options anyway. So that would also be good. Let's see. That is about it. I'm just sending out what I received from GSA. Yeah, welcome back, guys. So, Ethan.
I don't have anything. I've been sending information I'm getting from the Graduate Student Association. So other than that, I don't have anything right now.
Cool. And treasurer.
I don't have any changes to report. There's a allocation meeting for funding this week that one of us is gonna try to go to. But if anyone wants to go to it, that'd be great. Because I've got a little fun this semester.
Yep.
But I don't think we're planning to use any GSA allocations, so I'm not sure that it's necessary. We're not applying for anything.
Yeah, and we're good on funding, and our event-wise, it's pretty much kind of self-sustaining, so we're pretty good for that. Chase cannot be here, but I have his report. He said that we have 4 new members who filled out the general interest form, and I've also gotten a couple people who signed up through the Simplicity website. Also, he finished Safe Zone training, so now we have Safe Zone representation. So yay! With Lindsay, if anyone attended ALA Midwinter and you're sharing your experience, if you could please email her photos from the conference to post on our social media, so Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I can, in the notes, we can put her email address in case you guys need that. It might also be a good idea to put out like a social media post, so we can do that as well. And that's if you attended ALA. Also, if you attended ALA, hey, I was there too. And let's see. So, I already talked for events-wise. I already talked about the tours. Prison books, that kind of got put on hold as well with paperwork and weird university closing times. So that should be set up soon as well. And then I can send out another we can make another poll for event times.
Do we know when the prison books thing is gonna be?
It's on a Sunday and they're really flexible with the dates of
Okay.
whenever. It's just whenever, because the university is closed, it was hard to get all the paperwork in. So there's a organization called Prison Books in Durham where they package books and other reading materials for people in the prison system in the Southeast. And so they can read because prison libraries are
Understand.
and that locally understocked. So that kind of helps people out. And so the workshop, the CV resume workshop is due at needed time for when you guys want to do it. I'm thinking March, early March. If you want. Is that good?
Sure. So are we still splitting it up, or what do we ultimately decide?
Since the people in university libraries in Jackson are the ones who are most interested in being here physically to help, they'll do like their presentation and do, if we get people to come
Okay.
and we get good feedback on that and say, hey, I really want someone in this specialty,
Okay.
then we will, we have a couple people who are willing to do that for other disciplines as well.
Okay. So we're starting.
It would most likely be online for those, for like public and
School media.
thank you.
Yeah.
I kept trying to say special libraries. I'm like,
So will Jackson be talking mostly about academic libraries or just more general?
general.
Okay.
Did they say how long they expect the presentation to be and how long they would be willing to workshop? Like for scheduling?
Like an hour, and then you can either send your resume in online, like to them through email, and they'll review it, or you can have it done there. Whichever you prefer.
When spring break?
Yeah, so I was just trying to
Yeah, that's
think.
not gonna happen
March
because we have
2nd.
So spring break isn't an option for that.
No, I'm
But like thinking
But I'm
people
saying
will
scheduling, like we should not schedule
schedule
it
it during
during
spring.
spring break
No, yeah.
or right around it. So like, do we have those dates in front of us if we're gonna talk
Yeah,
schedules?
spring break is 15th.
Of March.
So are you literally thinking the first week of
Yeah, like
March?
literally the first
Because
week.
then it has a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
But, yeah, I was gonna say I'm fine with that. The only just to play devil's advocate, if we did it towards the end of March, people might that are in the 650 classes might actually have a resume from that core. But again, I don't know what this various 650 classes timelines are
Yeah.
for resumes. So 1st of March is fine if that works for the group.
And
If we wanted to push later, also it would be good for people graduating that are actually starting to apply
That's
for
true.
jobs.
yeah,
Yeah, good
Um,
point.
And people would have time over spring break that aren't
I
doing
would say
work.
actually earlier for that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm basically getting on the job market,
I
and the
started,
earlier you start, the better.
Yeah.
I started applying for jobs in October, so
Yeah,
It'll
it
be
takes
better.
longer than you might imagine. So like
Okay.
the earlier you can get feedback on a resume, it would be
Okay.
better.
also we usually have a career day in April.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So
Okay.
Cool, I never heard
But
about clear
if-
days.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a career day in April.
if people do want, usually they're pretty good about like offering like continued assistance. Like if you have to like find something to add and you're like, hey, can you look at this again? And then at least you'll have like people will have like some feedback before.
Are we trying to schedule the workshop on like the weekend or?
I would think before classes, maybe. Like in the evening before class.
I know that Spartan Careers has a career fair scheduled for March 1st. I don't know if there's another one in April, but I know there's one
first.
We have ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there, because it's the council, or not, the conference and all of that is tied into it. Okay. But yeah, I would hate to take away from
Yeah,
the
like,
career day, March 1st or whenever that is.
So, but we want to do it during the week, is that?
yeah, but during the week would probably be better if someone,
So we're just saying you want to have like before 5:30 when most people have class.
yeah.
I think that could be hard to get to if people are working.
Mm-hmm.
And you're there,
Most,
and then
most
have to
people, yeah, so
and
that
then
most
you
people
go home online, yeah.
Remember last time we did it at 4, and there were a lot of people who showed up.
Do you remember the day of the week it was? On Wednesday. I was thinking, are there a lot of, I mean, although I don't know that anybody wants to do anything on a Friday afternoon, but there's usually not classes Friday evenings, right? I mean, that's a possibility.
This is true.
But I don't,
Weekend
but the weekend,
Would be-
yeah, like I don't know that
would
people,
probably scary.
yeah.
The maybe late February, so we're not squashing our career day for maybe the 22nd.
What day of the week? I don't have my
It's a
calendar.
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Because I know a lot of, or Wednesday or Thursday.
Will that give us enough time to be prepared for it?
I can ask them.
They probably don't have to prepare that much.
Right, like-
I know, yeah, Jennifer Moxco could already do a presentation immediately. She did one. For this topic, I mean, she could do one right
Yeah,
now if she wanted.
She's
Okay.
the one who did mine, like, did it, her, Keith, or Dr. Gorman and Kathleen McGrath-Smith were the ones who did it.
So we would just basically need to have a room reserved, get, put it out on social media. Do we want to like print anything up, like physically?
We can make a flyer and send it out through email.
Okay, do that. And then they'll just need the room. No, will we need any other supplies or anything like that for?
We'll probably be anywhere for the camera.
Okay.
And I can get this room.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's really, I reserve, pretty easy to reserve these rooms. You just email the assistant.
Okay.
And she's like, okay, you got it.
Awesome.
And like, within like 10 minutes, it's great.
So we want to do an afternoon.
But earlier. We will have it live streamed, so the content will still be there, so they can watch it. And if people are at work, they can tune in later and then email it to them.
The resume. Yeah.
But I really feel like resume workshops are a, personal thing where you look at, individuals' resumes. And that could work if they're emailed beforehand and then like you can have feedback streamed in. But
So is this more like we're going to tell you about what makes a good resume, and then all of the quote unquote workshopping is going to happen offline, like it's going to happen away from the actual event. Am I understanding that correctly?
It depends on whether you're on campus or
Okay.
online.
So like
whether or not you bring your actual resume.
So if you bring your physical resume after they give their presentation, there will be time to like sit down, is that what you were asking?
I didn't really know how the event would unfold.
Okay. But that's how the event would more or less unfold?
More or less.
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to send it earlier, it wouldn't hurt. So whenever we send
Mm-hmm.
like the
Okay.
How early on do you want to have additional stuff ready?
Well, if we're gonna do it in February, probably like
Now.
yeah.
like probably by. I need to make sure that these dates
Well,
are
yeah, we
definitely
get-
okay,
yeah.
but at least
2 weeks.
by the latest next Monday, like by the absolute latest, we start telling people.
Can you talk to people speakers or the people in Jackson, I mean, about their availability?
So Wednesday, February 22nd, is that what I
Yeah.
heard?
I have the 22nd or the 23rd.
And like, what did we say, 3 or 4 o'clock?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Oh, for me, the 22nd works better. I don't know about other people.
Okay. We gotta see when the speakers are also available. But 22nd sounds like it's preferred.
Cool. No, I'll message them when I get back.
When were we doing the tours though?
We were gonna do them before school started, but nobody's here. Library was closed.
But you had said second week in February.
But that's the second week of February?
Yeah, we're thinking second week of February, but again, I need to get, I'm gonna be running the one for ROI,
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't matter, that doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
And the same with self-design studio and TRC, that won't really matter.
The thing with the tour for SCUA is that they want to cap, because they want to be able to take people inside the art
Gotcha,
lounge
okay.
instead of just sitting in the reading room.
Okay.
You get to go through and look at
Okay.
stuff in the back. So we would need a cap of like 15 people.
Do we want to look at, since we're having an event in February already, do we want to look at moving
We can move it.
that one back?
If we can get something that correlates with one of the department's info sessions, I think that would be good.
Yeah, I agree. My info session was online. I don't know if they offer in-person info
They
sessions.
don't. All
Did
the
they?
LISSA
Okay.
sessions are online.
Okay.
Or we
Yeah,
can
I think
see.
we might talk about offering.
It's usually, is it Dr. Bird that does the info sessions?
Is this for prospective students or new students that are in the program?
Those are for perspective.
The info
So I almost
sessions
feel
are
like
geared
the
to perspective.
students are looking into it.
Oh, you're right.
And you know that they're not really necessary. Kind of the info session is more of like, I'm thinking about going into this profession, what do you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think they would be that.
Yeah, and a lot of them will be online students that we have. They won't be doing campus.
And it
We
seems
don't
like
have,
the tour and the resume would be two different kind of
Right.
Yes.
groups. Like people that would want to come to them, I mean, like the tour is more for
Yeah.
new students.
So, I
So
mean,
like if we have them scheduled week to week, it's not really a
Okay.
conflict on students. It
Yeah,
would just
I mean,
be
is
more of a LISSA member time thing.
that's what
Is
I'm
that your
thinking.
concern?
Yeah, that's just,
Yeah.
it's like, that's just a lot for
us.
us to do. So I just want to make sure that we're okay with that time commitment that it would take to do it.
Yeah. And
I mean, but it also doesn't sound like this workshop is going to, I mean, the biggest work part is going to be on the front end, just getting the word out and getting the room reserved once we have a confirmation. And then the bigger work would be on the tours, it sounds like, just getting everything booked and keeping everybody on track. And
What was it? I didn't understand the issue with transportation on your face. There's a disabled person. Is that the issue?
with the music library, if we do, I haven't heard back from the music.
oh, really? Okay.
So we might,
It's just that they're far away.
yeah. It's just,
This is walkable.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
super walkable, it would just take a video. It would just
It's
add
just like
a long
15 minutes.
time to
Yeah,
a
we need to
day.
answer questions.
Yeah, it's true.
It would take, yeah, it's about 15 minutes each way.
And, I mean, we could take a Spartan chariot back or something like that, and like walk over there.
I mean, just walk.
And I was actually thinking with the Spartan Chariot too, like your transportation options on campus. Like here's how the Spartan Chariot works.
It's just mainly for on-campus students, or do you think there are going to be any online students that would want to come? Because they're not going to have Spartan IDs.
Oh, good point, Lily.
You
The
don't
voice
need
of
an ID
reason.
to
Yeah,
ride
voice of
the
reason.
Sorry.
You don't need an ID to ride the chariot.
No, you're good.
You don't?
Never apologize for being
Like when I first came here, I showed my ID and the driver was like, I don't care. And I've never seen anyone show their ID to get on that.
This is true.
Just, and if it's like
You
a,
just have to swipe it, you just have to like.
That's on the
You do that for the heat, yeah.
Oh, that's, okay, alright.
Like I have my. Some of our states are online.
Yeah, that's probably.
But even if I'll ask, just in case. But if they say no, you have to have ID, then we can walk and it'll be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting for more.
and if we legitimately have like somebody that can't, like, my God, I'll drive my car around and
Yeah.
pick them up.
I haven't.
Make
I
it
have
work.
parking pass.
There you go. As long as there's not, oh God, then we would get in an accident, unfortunately, and then something terrible would happen. We're not going to think that far. Okay,
So are we
anyways.
thinking workshop the 22nd, 23rd, and tour still the second week?
That's what I'm hearing. So tour still the second week, and then workshop at the end of February.
If you guys and also Stu are okay.
What, when would it be in second?
Although, do we have enough time to even promote that though?
No,
if
we
it's
don't.
if it's the second week of February.
What I really want is to get, because I really want a sign-up sheet.
Yes.
Because I'm not, because whenever I did the tour for the welcome day, there was like one person. So I need a sign-up sheet.
What if we did what we did with the last one? I don't know.
Second week of March for the tours.
No.
No, wait, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So I guess,
oh,
yeah. So like, or maybe Friday would be better. So the-
March 10th. Friday. Well, one benefit I can see from having it as March is during the actual workshop, we could promote it there and potentially get a sign-up sheet going. Or, I mean, once you find out from SKUA and those dates are firm, then we could send something out like sign up for this now.
Smart.
And then we can reinforce that through social media and then during the actual workshop, and then have a firmer for March 7th.
Have that Friday with it being that's when spring break starts.
Oh wait, spring break starts on that.
It starts that night, like.
I just don't know if we'll
I don't
have.
know how many people will
Yeah.
actually show up.
I don't know if we'll have people interested in
To be
doing
honest,
it.
this video might
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What were the, I'm sorry,
About
interrupting, what were the dates for the workshop?
22nd and 23rd.
The 22nd, the cast call may be at 4 p.m. So that, I mean, that would definitely fit me, but
people that are in question.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I have it like starting the week before that. on
Oh, you're
Wednesday.
right. So the 23rd would be better. Okay. Thank you.
Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah, so then,
How about March 3rd? No spring break. No, wait, that's your conference.
yeah, we might get. We're just at conference after. We might be staying the night.
Okay. Friday's basically the only day I can do it because otherwise I
No,
won't be around.
I might be able to. This morning.
We were gonna end. So we could do the 10th. Wait, no,
maybe it was like earlier, or, yeah, I don't know, it's either during spring break, but there's the alternative spring break.
Oh, right.
So maybe we
Um,
table it and do it next year. I mean,
Yeah.
if it sounds like we're just having like an avalanche of
Everything.
obligations rolling down the hill. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, we could do it like
There's a lot of focus on now.
well, and I wonder too, what might be nice is if we did it close towards the end of the semester when students may have gotten one of their acceptance letters.
Oh, that's a good idea, Lovely.
Yeah.
Because then you would get students that
Yeah.
are starting in the fall that maybe would want to go ahead and.
That's a good idea.
And I don't know much about this. What's this conference called that the UNCG puts on? Ideal. I don't know. Is there any room for a LISSA sponsored library tour during the conference? Because that might be a good way for like LISSA to show like we're trying to be collaborative within the department, support department initiatives. But I don't know exactly what all they've got going on. So, they might have a full slate already and there's no room for that because they're obviously already putting out a lot of information about it. But that might be another option.
All of those options. What else? Anything else? Do we need funding? So, allocation meeting, Lily. I'll email Jeff and yeah, well, we might need funding, but are we getting departmental funding?
No, are we getting departmental funding?
You're looking at the wrong. Yeah.
Just my notes. And is there anything else? that you
Last-
guys think about?
Last semester, there was discussion about trying to, we were talking about the lunch that Flossie wanted us to do, and we kind of tabled that idea, and we're thinking about doing like the refugee outreach.
Mhm.
Yes.
Is that something we're still thinking
Yes,
about?
we are. I emailed CNNC over break, and they said that they would get back to me.
Okay, yeah, because I had looked on their website, we
Yeah.
haven't had a meeting since the last time, and it just says like general calls and general supplies, but
Yeah. I'll
So-
send them another email. They're probably kind of busy right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever I said, or she was like, "Thank you," and then said that she'll get back to me at a later date.
Mhm.
So I'll send a follow-up email.
Because I mean, even if it's again just like promoting it through the outreach opportunities that we have, like through our social media, through the School of Education, and then just having a collection point. I mean, it could be like that. To me, doesn't seem like a whole lot of work on our part, other than
Yeah.
just getting the word out and being responsible for the items before they go to their.
Yeah. And as far as like paperwork and everything, it's just like normal. If I'm bringing procedure, there's like nothing special because they're connected.
And I don't know if we could garner partners through university libraries in terms of being a drop off point, like in the self-design studio or in the TRC and Jack, wherever. And then one of us are usually in one of those places to collect items.
Yeah, I can ask my
Hmm.
So, okay, cool. If people who are watching, might be a good time to think about like what's the next year, and like whether or not you want the leadership role. You're thinking about it in the back of your mind.
Who always is it you
Graduating.
and you? Okay. And Chase?
Chase is December.
Chase is December.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. And then Lindsay is Lindsay
She's probably December.
December. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She'll have it out semester.
Okay. And Lily, you're around for a little while. I didn't want to emphasize that, but you'll be here, won't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there leadership postings on the website for people who might be interested?
Not yet, because it's still January.
What
But
are the requirements are for, as far as, full-time status and everything?
it's
Probably
probably
in there.
It's in bylaws. Don't believe you have to be full-time or on. Wait, no, you do have to be full-time. And then, and also it has to be like in the program, so like you have to do something in the program, not, and if you want to be president, you have to be you have to be a member of ALA. I mean, you should be a
that's
member of ALA anyway because it's super cheap right now.
That's true.
And then I'm gonna send out. Are Mondays good? Mondays don't seem to be good for everyone. So I mean,
Yeah, I think from that survey that we did, I think it was, I want to say it was Tuesdays, but I could be wrong about that.
yeah, Tuesdays seem the best.
But I know we had some conflict, so.
Would you all be really sad if like
You're our fearless leader.
I know.
A little bit
Yeah.
sad.
Because I'm thinking like, so more people are available on Tuesdays except for me.
Okay.
Well, I'm not, yeah, I'm not available at 9 a.m.
I mean, I'm fine with who's so
Or
is,
at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
is it Chase and Lindsay that are in terms of officers that are available to be here?
I mean, I'm technically supposed to be at work right now, but I mean, I caught that was okay. But yeah. I was thinking March to like announce everything, like announce the infant. Yeah, and then have like finals in April, and then do the transition thing throughout April because it was kind of hurried last year.
Yeah, I mean, we're still like building this group. I mean, we're doing a good job this year. But I don't know, for quite a while, there wasn't really much activity with this group here.
Right.
So, and then last year, I think we picked up quite a bit. So we're still in the process.
We are still viable, yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I'm excited to pass my founders up on because I got. So whenever you found a student group, you get a cup of like, congrats, you founded a student group.
A
And so-
chalice?
Yes,
Okay.
So Sada gave it to me, and I'm going to give it to whoever's president.
Oh, that's a good tradition to carry on.
Right now, it's living in
I like
Sweden
it.
because I forgot it. But
That's good.
so,
Melissa.
yeah. Okay, guys. I think that's about it. Right? Yeah.
I have two things I could add if there's time that are just like calls for general info.
Yeah, sure.
I never get the agenda still, so I don't.
It goes out to the listserv.
Okay.
So you might want to check with Greg about the
But so the Working Papers in Education is doing workshops, and they've opened up to the whole School of Ed. So library science is invited and encouraged to partake in that. Also, if you're not familiar with the publication, there are flyers up. But the next one is on February the 7th from 3 to 5, so it overlaps some with classes and people's work. But I've been talking with Denise Chisel about that, and she's trying to make it the whole ed department and not just like the education focus. And then the other thing is Susan Kraft is the president-elect of NCSLA, and she recently emailed me just to offer to come to any workshops or meetings we might want,
Awesome.
or to send librarians if we need it for
What's
a
the
student
name?
group. It's the North Carolina Special Libraries
Okay.
Association. And so I gave her the link to our like social media things, and she said she might drop in and just post things if something's happening in Greensboro and see SOA.
Yeah.
So if you see anything coming from that group, it was kind of not solicited, but a request. But if there are any things that we would like a special librarian to come and rep, something to keep in the back of our heads, because someone is interested in making that more available to LIS programs in the area.
Woo-hoo. We probably do a workshop. That's the first and successful. When people have a different
Okay.
along with social media and public
Mhm.
Perfect, thank you. But yeah, if you aren't getting notifications of meeting in March, please let me know. So yeah, anything else? That's all. I'm going to adjourn this meeting.
A second.
Yay. Meeting adjourned.